What's going on, everyone? Hootmoney here with another BBIG stock update for you guys today. Today was an interesting day. We were down roughly 4%, but there was also tons of bullish whale activity. So that is the silver lining on today's red day. I'm also liking the fact that these red days aren't too crazy, right? It's either like a 2%, 4%, nothing too out of whack. And this longer term uptrend is still looking pretty good in my opinion. If you guys enjoyed this update, I kindly ask you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and with that being said, let's get right into it. So first things first, a word from our sponsors, Moomoo.com. There's a link below in the description to check it out. All you have to do is deposit $1 and you can get up to $7,000 in free stock. People have gotten Apple stock. You can get Amazon stock, Google stock. You name it. Links below in the description. There's also this promotion where you deposit $100. You can get an extra share of AMC on top of those other shares right here. I just think this promotion's amazing. Deposit $1, get up to $7,000. Absolutely beautiful. The links are below in the description or pinned comment section. Let's get right into the rest of the analysis. So right here we have BBIG on Market Cipher. Market Cipher is a technical analysis tool that allows you to essentially make trades based off of momentum. There's a link below in the description if you guys did want to check out Market Cipher. But here we have the hourly candles, hourly Heikin-Ashi candles on the chart, and it's showing what appears to be a pretty good setup. Now, it is in red money flow. So when there is red money flow here on the hourly, that does add some risk. But at the same time, we're starting to get some bullish divergence on the hourly. So essentially what was happening this morning was that the hourly chart was not set up too great, while the 4-hour and some of the longer time frames were set up great. So the hourly chart kind of took the lead right here with its bearish divergence that we saw right here. It actually started around 8 a.m. this morning is where we first saw the initial bearish divergence, and that took over some of these longer time frames. So on the 4-hour, we ended up getting that red dot. On the 8-hour, we did not get the red dot, but it did start coming down. And there's still chance for bullish divergence there as well. So we kind of got a little fake out there, but it is now setting up a little bit better now. And hopefully we get that bounce. And then moving from the hourly down into the 30 minutes, you can already see the bullish divergence playing out. We got 2 green dots on this negative momentum wave. Bullish divergence here. I do believe that we are set to move back up. It is more so a question of how violent this move will be. The Ortex data is also pretty interesting because it says right here almost a minus 15% short interest. I'm not sold on this because these hedge funds, these big money people that can put these shares on loan, they're not necessarily shorting them, and it's affecting the Ortex algorithm. We saw the short interest go up to almost 40 million shares at one point. Today, about 8.73 million shares were returned. It's just not the case. It's not the case. And if we compare right here, so last time it was actually reported on January 14th, it was 33.51 million shares. We have not yet received that data, and Ortex auto corrects its short interest once they get those official FINRA numbers. What I want to actually see for me to expect that shorts have covered, I want to see the shares on loan number, the 38.42 million shares. I want that to go down to under 33 million or whatever is released in the next FINRA update, because if the shares on loan is still 38 million shares, they could very well have just been returning phantom shares, screwing with the Ortex algorithm, making it look like shorts covered when they didn't. And if we go back 2 days in price action, boom, I mean, the downtrending price, maybe there was some covering right here, but overall, I don't think there was 8 million shares worth of covering. We probably would have had a green day. So I'm taking my best guess here that this is some manipulation from big money to some extent, getting people to give up their shares, but it's not confirmed. And at the same time, the cost to borrow has been coming down, which is an indication that there has been some freed up shares. But at the same time, utilization is still at 100%. Vintel is still marking as almost no shares available to be shorted. So I don't want to spend too much time on this because I know the data is being manipulated. But from what I'm seeing right now, this manipulation is normal. It might get some people to sell out a little bit earlier than they would hope for. But in terms of the macro perspective of what we expect BBIG stock to do, I do believe it is still set up very, very nicely for a potential short squeeze. And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm not even necessarily going for a short squeeze in this stock. I think with all the open interest in the call options, there could be volatile moves without short interest. Short interest, in my opinion, is just free advertising, as well as this #1 rank here on the Fintel list. Moving into Fintel again, not too many shares available to be shorted. The short volume ratio is also here at 40. It has been going down slightly over the past few weeks, and then we don't have any more of those failure to delivers data. Here is the whale flow, the juice of the video, what I've been waiting for the entire time. It was very, very bullish throughout the day. We got a nice sweep order there at around 11 a.m. If we show the charts right here, it'll make it look bearish, right? 88% bearish premium. Now, this is because there's this one floor trader right here that skewed the data with their multi-leg strategy. I actually mapped out their multi-leg strategy. It's actually net bullish, believe it or not, even though they spent so much money buying a put option. That's merely a hedge for their other bets on this multi-leg strategy. So it included buying a February 18th $6 call, buying a February 18th $6 put, writing, so selling a March 18th $10 call, and then writing a March 18th $10 put. This was their 4-leg strategy, right? It ended up being an entry credit. So they actually get paid to do this strategy because they were selling this deep in the money put right here for a very, very large credit, right? And that offset their cost of some of those other trades. If we're looking at the actual profit loss here on this trade, assuming that implied volatility does not change, this is a net bullish strategy. You see, if the stock price goes above $10 per share, they're getting 167% return. If it goes below $3 per share, they're also getting a decent return. 250, they're up to 3.4, they're about 4%. So they're making money under 250 and above 450 right here. Now, at expiration, they will be losing money between $6.50 per share and $3.50 per share right here. So this whale floor trader is either betting that BBIG stock is going up violently, going up crazy, capitalizing on that upside, or he's betting that it slightly goes down. What he's not betting on is a move between $6.50 to $3.50. That is extremely risky. He'd end up losing 100% of his premium at $6 on February 18th. Historical flow call option volume did pick up today. Again, guys, during these low volume periods before the runs, before the monthly expirations with heavy options open interest, in my opinion, not financial advice, but it's been pretty decent times to load, especially looking back at that January expiration. If we're looking at the biggest option trades of the day, it was very, very bullish, about 70% bullish right here. And again, the two biggest option trades are those multi-leg strategies where that whale just stepped in, did the 4-legged strategy. It's likely a net bullish strategy right there. So these put options and call options are definitely hedges, but not necessarily bearish directional strategies. Max pain is still $5 for February 18th, meaning that the stock price will likely gravitate towards that price in order for most of these contracts to go out of the money, implying about a 40% upside from the current prices. And again, we still have that gamma exposure that can essentially propel BBIG to the upside if it just gets that first momentum. Anyways, guys, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed tons and tons and tons of whale buying of call options today. Absolutely remarkable. Could this mean that we have hit the bottom on this stock? I do think that we are likely approaching that point. Again, not financial advice. I was bullish going into this morning. We got that little pump at market open and then we end up selling off throughout the day. But I'm not going to ignore the whales. This is one of the more bullish flows that we've seen in a minute. And for that reason, guys, I have no reason to lose my conviction in this stock. There are catalysts to rally off of. The tyde dividend anticipation rally that we've been basically waiting for months now. We've got whales loading the freaking boat on call options, right? So there's tons and tons of reason. Even if it takes a little bit more time than expected, there's tons of reason to continue to be bullish in BBIG, and that's just my personal opinion. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more content, and that's all I really got, my friends. Check out Moomoo if you want up to $7,000 in free stock, as long as you deposit $1 on their platform. You can find the links to Moomoo down below in the description or pinned comment section. Also, if you want all of my buy and sell alerts, all of my exclusive due diligence, and a private Discord chat with me and other VIP members, you can check it out using that first link below. In my opinion, it's totally worth joining, especially if you can't make it to the market open live streams or watch all of my videos. I understand I do post a lot. This is my consolidated due diligence that I make sure the VIPs eat first before everyone else. Still got love for everyone else, obviously, but the VIPs will get the value that they are paying for. I'll make sure it happens. Anyways, that's about it, my friends. Hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a like before you leave. See ya.